Welcome back, everybody. Let's play Spider-Man the movie, the video game. From last episode, we're kind of continuing our trend of, like, screw our father's company by running up to this giant mech and saying, let's destroy it. So, let's destroy this giant freaking mech. It's not really fully functional, apparently, seeing as how it's not actually moving around or attacking us right now, but it still has lots of things guarding it, including light mechs, which are not as powerful as they were in Race Against Time, thankfully. Nothing really does that much damage to you around here, but there are some things to keep in mind with this level. One being that this mech does actually have some functional weapons, but I'll show you that in a minute. Anyways, first we need to take out its generators. That's kind of the main objective of this level. Not the most original of ideas, but oh well. Anyways, like you can see, for the most part, the place you want to take shelter in is underneath his body, his torso. And a couple things will still show at you right there, but as long as you keep moving, you'll be alright. Okay, I can't see things I'm touching. It's a catwalk up there. I don't know what's up here. I never looked up here. Huh. There's some health close to it. Oh yeah, you just heard that giant, like, boom? That was the ranged weapon that this thing possesses. This giant mech will become very unhappy if you move far away from it. And it will, through the power of abandonment issues, fire giant freaking lasers at you. See, the catch is that these lasers, or well, rather singular laser, this laser is very powerful for one, but also I'm going to need this health pickup right here, because this laser does 4/5 of your health in damage if it hits you. Superhero difficulty makes things a little bit crazy. Oh, my light mech. You too. What? Oh, don't you dodge. Thank you. But here's the issue. Other 4 generators are all the way across on the other side of the room. So, thankfully what I can do is I can just shoot them with some homing blades. So I can just mess around underneath here where I'm safe, and then wait for my blades to regenerate. Of course, if I can't lock on because of something down like this, I have to take out whatever light mechs are over there before I can actually hit any of the... Darn it. And the generators. I haven't replenished my blades yet. I can still hear it when the blades impact the blades, or the generators. No, those giant, like, zaps of electricity don't do anywhere near as much damage as you'd think they would. Especially on this difficulty where everything is crazy powerful. At least it makes sense that that giant laser would take away 4/5 of your health. Be careful not to overheat your glider, though. Make sure your glider is not overheated when you finish up this last. You take out the last generator. Oh, come on. If you're doing this as Spider-Man, it's basically the same deal. Instead of using homing blades, you want to use impact web, though, which makes things slightly more difficult, because you need to actually aim things. But it's not as bad.
That should be the last generator.
Too bad.
Now for the sensor array.
It's worse than this, but not too bad. Okay, so now... What? So there's health all over this place, man. There's health up in the rafters, there's health on the extremes of the room. They're all in places that actually put you at risk. Anyways, now this thing is open. But all you have to do is drop a couple of bombs on it and you're good. See, now the annoying thing is, another reason you want to... Oh, hey, I got a time bonus. Another reason you want to not run out over to the generators is, aside from just it being a death sentence, if you destroy a generator and have to fly all the way back to the mech, it won't work. Because the generators are only down for a certain period of time. Once you take down all 10 generators, you only have, say, like... I don't know how many sites I'd say you have. You only have so much time before they all start up again. You'll have to repeat the entire process to actually start damaging its brain again. That is very frustrating. That's my single use favorite thing about this level. The laser would be a lot worse if it was a little bit more difficult to handle. If you actually had to go out in front of it and put yourself in the way of that laser. It's not very accurate, but of course it doesn't need to be when it does as much damage as it does. And these are going to be doing lots of quick levels this episode. I don't know why, but the levels towards the end are very short. Nowhere near as long as some levels towards the beginning of the game. In fact, the second level of the game is probably the longest one. Which is kind of weird. Anyways, no need for stealth, because everybody is already trying to kill you. Because you just destroyed their giant friggin' mech, so they know you're here now. So anyways, let's hit this thing.
One wall of lasers. Now to deal with the gun turrets.
Leave me alone. Let's destroy that thing, or not destroy it, but hit that thing. What that does is it closes the, it turns off the previously mentioned wall of lasers. That allows us to go where we need to go. Then this turns off the turrets, also allowing us to go where we need to go. One last thing to turn off, though. Yes, this is, by the way, the break-in entering level. It's the same level. You're just going different places. Hit that switch, and then you can run on through here. And from here we can exit. But, so the issue is now that we need to go through here, but the door opens slowly.
It's like a surprise party.
I slowed down there specifically so I could hear that line, because I sped through that place too quickly to actually hear it last time. I have no idea how to get it perfect here, in all honesty. I have no idea how to get through this all without getting hurt. Because you're being chased the entire time, and you have to go through rooms like that first one, where you will... In fact, there are many rooms in this entire level where you have to go through where there will always be enemies there. And the first room that you go into to shut off the wall of lasers, there's an enemy right there. You could theoretically take him out without getting hit, but then you have to get out of the room without getting hit. If you be careful with the first enemy, then you're not going to have enough time to get out of the first room without getting hit by enemies that are running up to that door. So, I don't know how you'd possibly go about that. Anyways, the Super Soldiers Destroy deal is if you just destroy enough of them with your bare hands, or glider, I guess, or pumpkin bombs, any means really. But if you destroy enough of them, you'll get a point bonus. Anyways, like I said, short levels. This is a level that's short in that you won't actually... If you do complete it, you're going to complete it quickly, because if you end up taking a long time, you're going to end up being killed by all the stuff that's going on anyways. So, it's the only way to complete it. Anyways, like we learned from that loading screen, Mary Jane is kidnapped by the third Goblin for some reason. I don't know why he keeps going after her, but whatever. So now you just have to chase him down. You do have to use your turbo. Your turbo is only so helpful, though. Hey, you can only let him get so far away from you.
Why take a hostage?
He goes faster than you do. But you can't let your glider overheat, because then you're totally screwed, because you can't go quickly enough. But he drops lots of things for some reason. Things that if you run into, you'll end up falling downwards, and that'll lose you a lot of time. Don't bother trying to attack him, won't do you any good.
Oh, you're falling behind.
I'm not, I'm actually closer.
I've gotta go faster.
But don't attack him anyway, because you need your glider to not be overheated at all, so you can actually go after him. There are little shortcuts for you to take, like this one right here, where he'll go around a building.
If you weren't in armor, I'd break your teeth.
Where you'll go around a building, and he will go around a building, and what you can do is you just kind of skip that. You just like
Oh, we're gonna settle things all right.
go into his own bomb and explode. Anyways.
Hurry up! I think I'm slipping.
Harry!
It's nothing too troublesome. And then we're done with the level. Like I said, it's a short level. Getting it perfect on this level isn't that rough. Like you saw, I didn't have much trouble not getting hit. So if you just play through the level enough times, you're bound to have at least one playthrough where you don't get hit, I'm sure. This is a lot easier as in the Goblin, though, because you have so much more control in the air, so it's a lot easier to dodge the various things. And because of that, it's a lot easier to keep up with him as well. As you saw, I didn't actually have any difficulty keeping up with him in this level, and this is the second last level. So it's supposed to be a challenge, but things are just a lot easier if you're Harry. And so on to the final level we go. Because anything pertaining to the end of this game, it just seems so... I'll talk about that later. Anyway, it's time for the climactic battle. I don't know if this level actually gives you any tips other than this one. This is the same one that I've gone every time I've played this level. Anyways, first things first, Mary Jane. Let's take care of this.
Hurry, the fire's getting closer.
Not anymore. Oh, that's done. Cops are conveniently here, and ever so helpful as always.
Quick. Sorry, MJ.
Whoa, hi. As they always are in anything related to superheroes. Anyways, so it's the same old fight with the Goblin, really. Remember to keep your webbing up so you can actually throw a pumpkin bomb at him if he ends up shelling behind you too closely. And that's really the primary use for it. Make sense of use of your homing blades. If you're the Goblin yourself, don't fight him up close, hand to hand, because he kicks ass in hand-to-hand combat. His glider will actually fight you now and shoot stuff at you while you're not. While he's not on his glider, so he has a lot up his sleeve. There is some health to be found underneath the bridge, but he probably won't need it. He won't say anything to you, I don't know why, but Harry will just go on about the usual, you're not going to hurt anyone anymore type stuff. And then he just got right off his glider again. Sometimes there will be like a bug or something like that where he'll get on his glider, and his blue health bar will reappear, but then he'll get right back off.
You aren't gonna hurt anyone anymore.
Ow. Yeah, he does a lot of damage. Darn it! I wanted to actually like, go up and punch him in the face to finish that. Anyways, can we see like a new hint? No, well, that's not very entertaining. But as you can see, you make really quick work of this fight. I was trying to just draw it out a little bit. I guess I'm drawing it out by dying, but this is supposed to be the final fight, so it'll have to be at least like somewhat climactic to some degree. Kind of. There's also more health up here. They really did give you a lot of health in this place.
Thanks.
Hi.
You're
Quick.
welcome, I guess.
Sorry, MJ.
She just kind of walks away. I want to like watch her walk away. Camera, can I please like see her? I want to know if she just like walks off. If not, I don't know if she disappears. But yeah, I honestly don't remember how you could ever possibly fight the Goblin as Spider-Man. Oh, there's more health here. As Spider-Man, because you have to do him hand to hand for the most part. Because you can't just impact web him the entire time. And he just does so much damage. I guess just need to wait for him to leave himself open to some degree or another. Come on, what are you doing?
I will stop you.
You aren't ruthless enough to beat me.
Oh no, he speaks to you a little bit. So I guess we get to hear a little bit of dialogue, but I'd expect him to have more health than he does. Ow. He does a lot of damage, I'll give him that much.
Your rampage stops
Oh yeah, I knocked him
here.
over. Apparently you can knock him over with certain combos, which is nice. Okay. Oh, that's what that is. You can do a shockwave. Oh, darn, he actually has an attack that you can't use. Kinda makes me sad, actually. Boom. How do we do a little reenactment of the ending of the movie? Yeah, you just stand right there. I can run on right through here. In fact, you're glad I can do it for you. It'll be just like the movie.
You aren't gonna hurt
Oh, he's actually gonna stay on his glider this time? Alright, I'm okay with that. I was sure his, like, dialogue explaining certain things here during this fight. It would be a pretty cool fight, I think, to have, like, a conversation happening. Because video games like to do that sometimes, for some reason. Where people will decide that the best time to hold a nice little chat is, well, trying to murder one another. But, hey, there's web here. I wasn't aware of that. I never needed it.
You're soft-hearted and weak.
Well, that missed. And then he just drops off to the ground. I think just infirm bottom too. I'm just kind of like trying to like exhaust my arsenal right now. Oops, that's the wrong button. Because it's fun to use every weapon I have. I don't have enough health to throw the pumpkin bombs I want to throw. Fine. No, I don't have enough
Your father betrayed me.
weapon for that either. Oh, darn it. That was a waste of time.
What my father did is no excuse for this.
Wait, how is Harry's father being brought into this? I mean, the only backstory I've gone on this so far is that this third goblin is the guy that Norman hired to kill Spider-Man, which is kind of weird considering how Norman tried to kill Spider-Man himself. This seems to be after Norman had died, but at the same time, it's a new person. I'm not really sure how you would fit this goblin into the whole plot of things, if he'd be like a character from an alternate universe, or
You aren't gonna hurt anyone anymore.
if maybe he's just pretending that he was one of,
You aren't gonna
just
hurt
posing
anyone
as somebody who was Norman.
You can stop me.
Okay, you sure seem fond of these homing bombs. How about I use them myself? But you don't have any blue health. Why are you still on there? Yeah, this whole blue health deal with goblins seems to be kind of buggy. Trick or treat. Vulcans. Alright, I've used every trick I have in here at this point. Ow! Okay. So how about we take care of things quickly now? I'm just kind of... Hey. Oh man, I don't have enough... There we go. Yeah, if he starts trailing you like that, just throw a homing bomb at... Not a homing bomb. Throwing a pumpkin missile at him. Oh, hi. I'll make quick work of him. I'll leave you alone then. Anyways, I could have finished off this fight much quicker than I have, but I just kind of want to...
Typical heroic nonsense.
Heroic nonsense.
The Goblin legacy.
And your villain nonsense as you blow up. But I just kind of wanted to prolong that and, I don't know, make it at least slightly more interesting or something, because this happens! There's no ending. They set up a story of some sort for Harry and the third goblin, as I like to call him, but then this happens. And they even put so many nice little details into the game to make it look like there's some kind of story behind this whole thing, like having cutscenes where Harry has entirely new dialogue, having entirely new dialogue between Harry and the third goblin. Their conversations, like when he first meets the third goblin, where third goblin says that he was hired by Norman. Things like that. And then the ending is like this. It seems to me, in all honesty, that what happened with the Green Goblin story, or with Harry's story, is that they actually intended to give us an ending, but they just ran out of time for producing the game. I'm really not sure. So I have no idea, because it seems like they would have wanted to give us an ending with how much they put into the Green Goblin playthrough already. I'm sure it might be something that they threw together in like a week, but they could still have at least finished it. I would like to believe that they wanted to finish it. But, oh well, I guess. I mean, hey, if how about all you commenting people out there, if you have some interesting idea as to how this whole Green Goblin thing ended, feel free to